What's up, Legends? I'm Chobra, and welcome back to another Week of Legends. This week we have our first returning guest. Last time he had some pretty wicked deductive reasoning when it came to figuring out some of the players' voices. This week we have something new in store for him. How you doing, man?
Good. You done?
Yeah.
The whole spiel?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get the show started. All right.
Okay,
So let's talk about Clozer. All right. Let's talk about some LCK. Let's take it seriously. Clozer's debut.
Oh my god.
Ridiculous.
Just incredible. I think that's the perfect way to bring me out of my stupor. Coming in instead of Faker, one of the most difficult things to do that we've seen a few times, but not too many over his career. And also so incredibly young, 17 years old, born in 2003. It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, just at such a young age, already a superstar. There's a lot to unpack here when it comes to Clozer's debut. It's not just a score line. What does it mean for T1? We'll get to all that down the road. But like you mentioned, you were a master of deduction, although it was meant to test your hearing last time you were here on the show.
Yep.
So this week, we want to see how well you know League of Legends while we take away your hearing.
I don't know how that's going to work. I feel like I won't have any senses left, but I'm excited to find out.
All right, well, let's get started. Okay, Atlas, a little change of scenery. All right, we're gonna play a little game. First of all, we're both gonna listen to some bumping music, all right?
I'm down with that.
But you have to focus, because we're gonna quiz each other about League of Legends and LCK term.
Okay, so I have to guess what you're mouthing. You're not allowed to say what the actual thing is, and I can't hear anything. This is gonna be tough, man.
Here's the thing, we're a team. Within a time limit, we have to get 4 correct, minimum 4. Otherwise, we're cracking these eggs over our head, and one of them is raw, all right? And I don't want that. Do you want that?
No, I don't want that.
Okay, so
Definitely don't want that.
There's something at stake. We gotta get 4 right. You ready?
I don't think so, but let's go anyway.
Okay. Okay, first one.
Okay.
LS gets mad.
Alice has a bag.
Bad picks. Renekton.
Renekton.
What is Renekton?
Oh, R for Renekton.
Player picks Renekton.
Renekton.
No!
Crocodile.
What are? Okay.
You
fell asleep.
What? You fell asleep?
LS
fell asleep.
No,
When
LS.
did LS
Okay.
fell asleep?
I fell asleep,
This guy's a sinner.
and LS said, "You are."
Something about LS.
LS
fell
said
asleep.
he is. You know what? Okay, skip. Next.
Okay. Really difficult thing.
Bottom lane.
Bottom.
Bottom lane.
Bottom. Player.
Duo.
2-0.
Okay.
2-0.
Yeah. Love. Duo. Hey. Lovers.
Zaya.
Lovers.
Rakan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And he is a top. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm worried, man. I feel like you did a really good job.
I believe in you, Atlas.
Oh,
Okay. I believe in you.
I'll try not to let us both down.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah. No. But yes.
No, let's jump into it.
Let's do it. Let's just do it.
Let's turn on the music.
All right. Bring it on. Bring it on.
What?
Lilia. Oh God. Okay. New.
Me?
New. No. New.
Me.
New. No, not you.
You.
New. Champion.
Champion?
Yeah. Champion. New
Huge
champion.
champion.
New champion.
Galio.
What? He's not new. New champion.
You champion.
New.
You.
New.
Me.
New champion.
New
champion.
Lilia.
Yeah, boys.
All right.
Oh, Forbidden Book. Morellonomicon. Morellos. I'm gonna get sassy. Morellos. LS loves
NS.
Morello. Hates Morello.
Ice.
This guy's a sinner.
Morellonomicon does
Leandries?
what's its function?
Conjunction, junction, what's their function?
Leandries? Oblivion Orb?
Give us another one. We're done here. All right. That's it.
Shock. That's
That's it.
what? Tom Kench. Tom Kench.
No, it's not League of Legends.
Tom Kench.
It's just this.
That's different.
No, it's not. Just keep going. If he doesn't know that one, well, then we're oh no.
What?
We have 4 seconds. Getting blasted. Like
Blasted?
from the
Blast from the
I can't do
past?
actions. Are we screwed?
Tristana?
Okay.
Oh,
Man, I'm
boy.
sweating. Jesus. Does that mean we're breaking some eggs, man?
Yeah.
Did I let you down?
I will. You're the guest.
So I do the honors?
You can pick one, and then I'll pick the other.
I mean, I may as well just take the one closest, right?
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
All right. You count us in. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I was like, wow, this egg's not very runny. And
Oh
I
God.
I think I won.
Well, you definitely did. I'm gonna use this.
Oh my God.
I can't even.
I didn't
see
realize
you.
how lucky I was until
Eggs
I
are good
looked
for your
over.
skin, though, right? I'll just.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I'll
if you
just,
massage it in.
Yeah, I'll just massage it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be right back. Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
I hope you're okay, Chobra. Thank you for taking the bullet.
Oh my gosh. My eyes.
Oh, welcome back, Chobra. You've been
yeah.
baking a cake. It's a bit eggy in here.
yeah. I had to get changed real quick. I think my hair is okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, looking great.
All right,
I think
thank
it's
you.
better actually.
Let's talk about the LCK now, and we got to talk about Damwon, who have just been
yeah.
dominating the scene.
They came out, they crushed DRX, and I think part of my mind said, oh no, DRX aren't necessarily the team we expected them to be. People used to look at Damwon and they're like, oh, bottom side of the map, it's a bit of a... Now, Ghost and Beryl are getting 2v2 kills in the
Yeah.
bottom lane. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know who's gonna be able to stop this team.
Yeah, I mean, they have the shortest average game time out of all the major regions, not even just the LCK, but also to know that the LCK has a team with the shortest average game time is a pleasant surprise.
Faster average game time for our top team than any of the teams in the LPL, that's all I need.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
That's
to
a
be
good
perfectly
point.
honest.
Of course, we saw Damwon versus DRX last week. And the question is this the return of Choky? 0-8-0.
Yeah, it was not a great performance.
A huge face breaker is gonna be again. The smite comes in. Bubble. Camille not able. Yeah, I think you can probably. What is going on? Toby's. It was not close.
Yes, he didn't play very well. Don't know whether it's the return of Choky just yet, but I think the really important thing is how DRX reacted. CV Max was very outspoken afterwards, saying that I think it's good to get it out of their system. With that particular match, they needed that kind of wake-up call, and CV Max is a man with a lot of experience when it comes to not getting the wake-up call until the very end, right? Like Griffin's pretty good at waiting in the finals to lose to T1 most of the time. So.
Another question I had though for Chovy and also just all the LCK midlaners is Zoe seems to be such a high priority pick, and yet Chovy hasn't played a single game of Zoe all summer.
Yeah, I feel like he's like the mid lane hipster. He doesn't want to do the in thing. It's a bit too trendy. It's like pop music in the mid lane. His champion pool is definitely eclectic, but gigantic. I don't think you need to play Zoe, but I think she is important for a lot of teams and for making sure you get that all-important lane priority.
And if we're talking about Zoe, last week we got to talk about Clozer, right? We got to bring it back to Clozer's debut.
Nearly dies to the cannon. Bono gets a triple kill, but here comes Clozer looking to clean it up as the Zoe does. He's going to get 2. And, well, he misses that, but it doesn't matter as the more sparkles will.
When Faker debuted all those years back in 2013, it was 607.
Yeah.
I think you and I both remember.
Yes,
Oh,
I remember
beautiful
that
times.
first blood. Faker just jumps onto a mission under the turret and then he goes down bot lane.
To go back to the fact that Clozer's only playing now because he only just became of age to play in the LCK, right? This is a 17-year-old born in 2003 having to deal with this kind of pressure that, adults in their like mid-20s, mid-30s struggle to deal with, right? Like the emotional pressure that's on this guy's shoulders, especially stepping into the shoes of Faker, is just enormous. So it's super impressive that he was able to stay composed, play the Zoe so beautifully, missed a few paddle stars, but we'll give him that. It's his debut game. And then came back on the Akali and did get some of those really sick plays.
Down and Kana's too low. Clozer's going in though. Over the divide and in for the kill. He's gonna get the one.
Yeah.
He was able to make these plays work and then still support the team.
No, it's exactly right. And I think what Clozer brings to the team is almost twofold. I don't think it's just the fact that his mechanics are super sick, right? And I don't want to take away anything from Faker. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's the greatest player of all time, right? We've never seen anyone like him. However, listening to how Effort was making very clear calls during the early game was just great to see.
아지를 끌었어. 먹기 없어. 볼만해. 나이스. 랜선 살아. 한번 빼고 해 주연아. 네.
And I think what it has done is sort of like changed up how T1 functions, and it's gone from we're going to take no objectives in the early game to we're going to take all of the objectives in the early game.
Of course, like you mentioned, Atlus, there's a couple weeks left of that, but we've talked about some of the matches last week. There's still a handful of really good highlights, so we got to take a look at the top 5 for week 7.
Starting us off in 5th place, it's somehow Tom Kench with a highlight play in 2020.
Yeah, definitely not common in 2020, but Gorilla comes in with a hero save against Team Dynamics.
And name a more common thing, Gorilla and saving people. I don't think there is one. This guy saving his team left, right, and center, all split, and I think he well and truly deserves this MVP. And in 4th, it's T1's Clozer debuting into our hearts.
T1 versus KT, the Telecom Wars is the match that Clozer debuts in, and he cleans up in the bottom lane.
And what does Zoe do better than cleaning up? Not anything at all, but Clozer does it absolutely beautifully. Initially, getting aiming out of the fight, and then it was, let's pick up everybody else's summoner spells, use them against them, and kill everyone. This was pretty incredible for a rookie player that is playing his first game in Faker's shoes in the LCK.
Yeah, and that brings T1 closer to playoff form.
And in 3rd place, it's Showmaker's turn.
I know this looks similar, but this time it's going to be Showmaker on Zoe coming in with a flame.
And it was so back and forth. Canyons engaged, fantastic. The miraculous survival of Deft. But then Showmaker comes in and shows us that it wasn't even close.
Yeah, of course, he gets the first kill with the Paddle Star, and then here come all the summoner spells, the Yo moves, picks up whatever he can, and he carries Damwon to yet another decisive victory.
Bit of deja vu. And in number 2, DRX blast their way into the MVP.
Now, of course, DRX has already taken care of the inhibitors, and they're looking for one final push, but they decide, okay, maybe we have to back off, but maybe not.
Yeah, this play was definitely a little bit of smacking them with their wallets. You know, this was a DRX that were very far ahead. However, the opportunistic play of being able to use that blast cone to then just finish the game up right there and then was pretty impressive.
Yep, and that's how DRX continues to stay number 1 in the LCK.
And for our best play of the week,
and this was an incredible wombo combo from T1.
And Effort was setting up plays like this all game long. He was so incredibly good, always ready to get his bear in there.
Yeah, and Cuz just having a victory dance as T1 makes the best play of the week. Of course, earlier in the show we mentioned that there are a couple weeks left in the LCK, and now that we have some wild cards, it's going to be interesting to see. So let's take a look at this week's matches to see what's coming up. Week 8 is going to be actually a week of West versus East, as most matches will be the top 5 teams versus the bottom 5 teams. It will kick off with Damwon Gaming looking to continue their rampage against Gen G, and then T1 should also continue to have a morale-boosting week as they face Solo and Prince and Team Dynamics. Atlus, I mean, the match of the week has to be Gen G and Damwon, or maybe even just BDD versus Showmaker.
Yeah, I think this is the big one by a large margin, right? And BDD versus Showmaker is exactly what everyone wants to be talking about, because this is all about the POG vote. 1,000 points for BDD, 900 for Showmaker, and if Damwon can continue their dream run in their attempt to get to that coveted 30 points bracket, they need to 2-0 Gen G here. And if Showmaker gets both POGs, then he's going to eclipse the boy at 1,000.
So right now we have DRX up at top, but Damwon versus Gen G starts off this week. And that could mean big things for Damwon as they challenge DRX in number 1. And then like you mentioned, Gen G, if they lose against Damwon and potentially against KT, T1 looks to be taking that number 3 spot.
Yeah, exactly. Damwon immediately move to first place with that 2-0, or even if they get a 2-1 against Gen G, because of course Damwon has all the points in the universe. Sandbox still with a chance against Afrika for 5th, but the top 4 is where everyone's eyes are going to be glued, and with T1 now invigorated, it's looking like it's very much in flux.
But really the most important thing is Gen G going up against Damwon Gaming. Can Damwon continue their win streak? Keep an eye on that match for this week. Well, thanks so much for sharing your thoughts, on just esports in general, but also a lot that's been going on with the LCK Atlus. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Always a pleasure, and I hope I'm back again soon.
Yeah, I hope so too. Of course, for all you League of Legends fans, don't forget to tune into the Pog State with Atlus, and also catch Atlus's commentary as the matches continue in the LCK actually tonight. For more content like this, remember to subscribe right here on T1 Fighting. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a like, and let us know who you think is going to make #1 in Pog points down in the comments below.
Showmaker.
And with that, have a legendary week.